Hello students. Now we'll discuss about the next topic, that is infectious and non-infectious causes. So as we have already read about the diseases and we know that the cause of diseases are immediate as well as contributory. So if the immediate causes are infectious or non-infectious, depending on that we are able to discriminate between infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. Now, infectious means, as the name says, which can be infected or transmitted from one person to another person. They are infectious diseases or infectious causes. ठीक है. For example, generally these causes they can occur from the surroundings. It can be any kind of agent, or you can say microbes like bacteria, virus, etc. ठीक है. And they can easily, because they are infectious, they can be transmitted from one to other person by physical contact, by handshaking, by using the things of other person, or by sitting very close to that person, or by sharing food, etc. As you can say, nowadays, if I can give an example, is of coronavirus. It's one such infectious disease, and that is why we are people are preventing from being in contact with the other person by wearing mask and using sanitizers. ठीक है. And non-infectious agents or causes are those which in which the diseases do not spread by infection, or by it cannot be transmitted from one person to another. And in this the agents are not external, it sometimes may be internal also. ठीक है. तो इसमें कारण ज़रूरी नहीं है बाहरी हो, इसमें अंदरूनी कारण भी हो सकता है. That can be anything which takes place in your body. ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हम एक एग्जाम्पल लें तो वी कैन टेक एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ ब्लड प्रेशर. ठीक है. ब्लड प्रेशर कैन बी कॉज्ड बाय एक्सेसिव वेट एंड बाय लैक ऑफ एक्सरसाइज. ठीक है. टेकिंग वेरी ऑयली फूड एट्सेट्रा. ओबेसिटी, आप ओबेसिटी के लिए भी बोल सकते हैं, ओबेसिटी है, थायराइड है, ये क्या है, ये सारे आपके डिस्टर्ब्ड जो होते हैं ना लाइफस्टाइल, उसके कारण है. सो बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल दीज थिंग, व्हेन द पर्सन इज़ नॉट फिट, द पर्सन इज़ टेकिंग जंक फूड, फूड हैबिट्स आर नॉट गुड. ठीक है. lazy lifestyle, not going for exercise, cycling, always sitting on the chair, having very oily and spicy food. So all these also can be a reason. And one more important reason is genetic. Sometimes some diseases transmitted through genes also, so that can also be a reason. But these diseases, they cannot spread in the community. They cannot be spread when person is sharing food with you, person is sitting with you, having handshake, physical contact, nothing, no, there is no such problem. It cannot be spread like this. So such type of diseases are non-infectious. So this is the major difference between infectious and non-infectious diseases. Infectious disease is transmitted from one person to another, while non-infectious do not transfer from one to another. Secondly, infectious diseases are the causes are generally external, like microbes, and non-infectious diseases, the causes can be internal also or genetic also, and it can be a poor food habits or unhealthy food habits. Okay, then come to infectious diseases, or you can say infectious agents. Now, as we all know that infectious diseases are caused due to microbes, so it can be those organisms, it can be viruses, bacteria, fungi, or protozoans. It can be any one of them. Now, some diseases are caused by multicellular microorganisms also, which are worms of different kinds. Common examples of diseases caused by viruses are common cold, influenza, dengue fever, and AIDS. So, you have to learn all these examples, children. This paragraph is very important. So, you should know the name of the diseases which caused by viruses. So, these are AIDS caused by HIV virus, human immunodeficiency virus. Then diseases like typhoid fever, cholera, tuberculosis, and anthrax are all caused by bacteria. These are all bacterial diseases. Then diseases caused by fungi is skin infections like ringworms, etc. So many fungal problems people suffer from. Protozoans generally cause malaria and kala azar. And again, intestinal worm infections as well as diseases like elephantiasis, they are all caused by worms, different kinds of worms. And this page is also very important. Should learn the name of some diseases. The first picture is of SARS virus. SARS virus is severe acute respiratory syndrome. It is the full form of SARS virus. Again, as the name says, respiratory syndrome, this virus infects our lungs. So it is a very problematic virus. Then second picture is of Leishmania. Leishmania is a kind of protozoan and that causes Kala Azar, which is a kind of fever. Then the next picture is of Staphylococci. These are the bacteria. They cause acne, pimples and acne on your face. Then the next picture is of Trypanosoma. Trypanosoma is again a protozoa which causes sleeping sickness. So you should know the name of these agents and the name of the disease which are caused by them. And this is again a picture of an adult roundworm which is Ascaris lumbricoides. Okay, they live in our small intestine and cause problems. Why is it important that we think of these categories of infectious agents? Yes, why it is important? ये क्यों ज़रूरी है हमारे लिए कि हम इनके बारे में जानें कि हमें बीमारी हुई किससे है. तो इसके लिए मैं आपको एक लास्ट पैराग्राफ दिखाऊंगी of this particular topic which is very important and you have to underline it also. That is the ways in which diseases spread and the ways in which they can be treated and prevented at the community level would be different for different diseases, and this would depend a lot on whether the immediate causes are infectious or नॉन इन्फेक्शियस ऑब्वियसली. तो ये हमें ज़रूर पता होना चाहिए कि जो बीमारी हमें हुई है वो इन्फेक्शियस है या नॉन इन्फेक्शियस है. तो उसका इलाज, उसका जो ट्रीटमेंट है, उसकी जो प्रिवेंशन है, उसका जो सब तरीका है वो हमें तभी पता लगेगा. एंड दैट इज़ वाई वी पीपल आर सर्चिंग अबाउट कोरोना वायरस नाउ अ डेज. ऑल द साइंटिस्ट आर बिजी इन डूइंग दैट क्योंकि उसकी वैक्सीनेशन तभी तैयार हो सकती है. और आपको पता है पिछले 4-5 महीनों में हमने धीरे धीरे उसके बारे में काफ़ी कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट कर ली है. So because once when we know the nature of that particular agent, only then we are able to find its vaccine and its treatment also, that how the patients can be cured and treated at the time of infection. So here also we should also know about, because we are talking about infectious agents only, we should know whether we are infected about viral diseases, bacterial, protozoan और fungal infection. कौन सा infection है वो हमें पता होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Based on that only the doctors are able to treat the patient. So all viruses live inside host cell, whereas you know very well that viruses are on the borderline of living and non-living. We cannot say them completely living being or non-living, because as soon as they enter the host body, they start multiplying, okay, and they behave as a living organism. And when they are outside the host body, they behave as a non-living organism. So it is very difficult to say whether they are living or not. Scientists are still confused. So viruses, bacteria and fungi, they multiply very quickly, while worms multiply very slowly in comparison. Taxonomically, all bacteria are closely related to each other than to viruses and vice versa. Obviously, all bacteria resemble bacteria only and all viruses resemble viruses only. Bacteria and viruses are totally different from each other. Same way, fungus and bacteria are different from each other. In microorganism chapter in class 8, you must have already read about all these things. So this means that many important life processes are similar in the bacteria group but are not shared with the virus group. As a result, drugs that block one of these life processes in one member of the group is likely to be effective against many other members of the group. but the same drug will not work against a microbe belonging to a different group. Yes, of course, कुछ बीमारियां हैं या कुछ ड्रग्स हैं, कुछ ऐसी मेडिसिन्स हैं which can work in one group of the bacteria may not work in the other group of the bacteria, but the same drug does not work at all in the viral infection because viruses are totally different from bacteria. So when we take an example of antibiotics, whenever the person is suffering from bacterial infections, doctors always give them antibiotics because bacteria, they have their certain biochemical pathway. So when these bacteria, they make a cell wall or a protective layer around them. So whenever you take antibiotic, these antibiotics, they block that pathway and do not allow that formation of protective layer around the bacteria, and so the bacteria cannot grow and they die easily. Understand? But when we talk about viruses have totally different pathway or strategy. They use our body, our mechanism to multiply. They use the host body completely. So viral infections, they do not have that strategy. They do not form a protective layer around them, and because of this reason antibiotics cannot work on viral infections. ये बहुत important point है क्योंकि बैक्टीरिया जो होते हैं वो अपने चारों तरफ, उनकी एक स्ट्रैटेजी होती है, वो अपने चारों तरफ एक लेयर बनाते हैं, ठीक है। तो वो उनका एक सर्टेन तरीका है डिजीज़ कॉज करने का बॉडी के अंदर, होस्ट बॉडी के अंदर। तो एंटीबायोटिक्स से वो चीज़ ख़त्म हो जाती है। एंटीबायोटिक्स वो उसी स्ट्रैटेजी को रोक देते हैं। दे डू नॉट अलाउ दैट फॉर्मेशन ऑफ वॉल अराउंड देम, और इससे वो किल हो जाते हैं। बट वायरस तो ऐसा करते ही नहीं है, उनकी स्ट्रैटेजी बिल्कुल डिफरेंट है। वो तो हमारे इम्यून सिस्टम पे अटैक करते हैं, ठीक है, जिसकी वजह से जो एंटीबायोटिक्स हैं वो उस तरह से काम ही नहीं कर पाते। एंड ड्यू टू दिस रीज़न viruses, we cannot take any kind of antibiotics whenever we suffer from viral infection. और इसका एक सबसे अच्छा एग्जाम्पल है that whenever we are suffering from common cold, cough and fever, जनरली होता है इस मौसम में, बहुत होता है रेनी सीजन वगैरह में, गला ख़राब है, थ्रॉट इन्फेक्शन है, ज़ुकाम भी है आपको, कोल्ड हो रहा है, एंड यू आर सफरिंग फ्रॉम अ फीवर ऑल्सो। सो ड्यूरिंग दिस टाइम, क्योंकि कोल्ड जो है दैट इज़ अ वायरल इन्फेक्शन और फीवर जो है वो बैक्टीरियल है, थ्रॉट इन्फेक्शन और फीवर, तो वेन एवर यू टेक एन एंटीबायोटिक यू गेट रिलीव फ्रॉम फीवर एज वेल एज फ्रॉम थ्रॉट इन्फेक्शन, बिकॉज एंटीबायोटिक आपके बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन को ख़त्म कर देगा, लेकिन आपका ज़ुकाम जो है, वो जो कोल्ड है वो ठीक नहीं होगा। उसके लिए आपको कोई एंटी वायरल ड्रग ही लेनी पड़ेगी, ओनली देन इट विल बी क्योर्ड। सो दैट इज़ द मेन थिंग। एंड वन मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट आस्पेक्ट इज़, जो एंटीबायोटिक्स होती हैं वो ह्यूमन सेल्स पे उनको डैमेज नहीं करती, दे ओनली किल्ड बैक्टीरियल सेल्स। वो इस तरीके से बनी होती है कि वो ह्यूमन सेल को इन्फेक्ट नहीं करती, क्योंकि कई बार ये होता है कि अगर हम एंटीबायोटिक लेंगे तो हमारे खुद के सेल्स तो डैमेज नहीं हो जाएंगे। सो इट इज़ नॉट लाइक दैट. So it is a very important question from your exams point of view, children. So please read this paragraph carefully. Thank you.